Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. EsotericCloudSurfer here, ready to start the Esoteric Cloud Surfing. And what is Esoteric Cloud? Is a lighter, less dense and also more lighter, less dense and also vibing on a higher frequency and vibration vehicle that your spirit can jump into in order to travel and experience into higher, lighter, wider and wiser realms of existence, so you can have lighter perspectives about yourself and your own circumstances. Remember to support this channel, your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity and responsibility as well. Also check the links in the description down below so you can see more of my content, you can see more of my partner's content, and you can contact us, ask questions, suggest topics, and also donate to us and support us via the pages in the description down below as well. Shout out to my soul group and to everybody out there changing the world right now by being themselves and by showing to the world that the best way to be is to be your goddamn self. Alright? And we are here today to talk about how to organize your moon quarter, or in other words, how the moon quarter, aka the week, is already organized on itself, right? And how you can understand that and then organize yourself in accordance to however the world is already vibing. Can you have some water, please?
Yes.
So, we have to start here with the sun, okay? We are on Virgo season, so the sun is in Virgo right now. The sun is in the sixth house right now, right? So, we have to start with that and with your own sun, because it is with your own sun placement that you see everything, okay? But it's through the sun in Virgo that we, as a collective, are seeing the respective days of the moon quarter. And because we are individuals living in a collective, it's very important to be aware of what the collective is aware, or what is most likely the collective is aware, or what is making the collective react more or act more in a certain way or in certain specific things, right? And right now the sun is in Virgo, so we are paying attention to detail, routine, patterns, organization and health, and we are acting in those ways, or we are valuing and paying more attention to people, organizations and brands that work or show themselves, very important, show themselves in that way, because they can show themselves in a Virgo way and then behind closed doors they are not Virgo at all. But that does not relate with this video, okay? It's just an example. So with the sun in Virgo, right, we gonna see each and every day in a specific way. Because why do we have 7 days, right? We have to think about it. People celebrate the weekend, and people are used to live in a certain way, but we don't necessarily need to separate our days in 7. But we did, and we live under that mental construct, okay? It's not good or bad, we just do. Alright? But we have to understand why. If you are in a circumstance, you have to understand why, so you can know what's going on, and you can know how and where to apply your own power and your own individuality. Because that's what we are here all to do as spirits, to share our individuality, to show, to be something. You are no thing, and then you create something. So in order to do that in the best way possible, we have to do, or we don't have to, but it helps us do this analysis. Keyword, sun in Virgo as well. But this works for every season, okay? And the sun is like 2-3 degrees Virgo right now. So it's a great time for me to be presenting this video, so we can have this in our awareness for the whole season. So then we can see, oh, in this season it was like that. Then we go to Libra season and we'll be like, oh, in this Libra season it was like that, and then we can start to like formulate our own way to organize ourselves, because that's the key of this video, is how can you organize yourself better in order to align and correspond with the moon quarter, aka the week, right? So we back to the point of why we have 7 days, because we have 7 planets outside as well: the Sun, Mercury, the Moon, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Neptune. That's 7, right? Then we have even further planets almost out of the solar system: Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. And by logical conclusion, if they are far away now, it's because they were closer once. So if we have 7 days right now, because we have 7 planets, 7 chakras, 7 degrees of separation, right? If those 3 bodies were closer to us, then we had 10 days. And that changes completely our perspective, how to live the world, right? Because right now you work 5 days and you have 2 days to rest. For an example, that's just applying to the work world in itself. If we had 10 days, that whole dynamic will be different. Just for you to understand how impactful it is that we have more days in a week, in a quarter, because that's how we organize ourselves. Or that's how the current system organizes the people in it. And you have to know how they try to organize you so you can fight back or adapt and be your true self, alright? But let's focus on this quarter. Today's Jupiter Day. Happy Jupiter Day in Aries in retrograde as well. So here we are, right? Jupiter Day in Aries. And the Sun is in Virgo. And that means that we're gonna look at Jupiter at today through Virgo eyes, through Virgo lens. So wherever Jupiter in Aries retrograde means, the elements that are present in that space will always be judged and valued, especially with Virgo because it's an earth sign, by Virgo-like energies. You might not be a Virgo, that's why I said in the beginning of the video, you start with your own sun to analyze this, but you might not be a Virgo sun, but you have to deal, or you have to go through Virgo type thoughts, ideas, and experiences. So it doesn't matter what Virgo or what sun sign you have during these 30 days, this is what it's going to be on your face. And then with your own sun, you decipher the code and act and see the world in your own way as well. Okay? But what this means is that we are looking at a specific part of our 360. We have a sky, we have a space, a surrounding space, and you are not looking always at the same space because the earth spins, right? And the earth spins, that's a day. And during a day, you are always looking at different parts, but you have a bigger day, which is our week or our moon quarter, where the earth not only spins, but also moves, or it spins in a, not only over itself, but over the moon in this circumstance. Maybe as well. I'm not astrophysicist, I'm just here trying to conclude something, because many people think that the earth spins around the sun. It's not true. The sun also spins with the earth and with the moon, and we are all spinning. Okay, it doesn't make sense that the sun is just not moving there, chilling. What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense, right? So when we talk about this is a rotation. These 7 days, 7 degrees, they are a rotation, and we divide and we understand when we point in that way, we experience hot things. For an example, when we are going through that way, or the energy that we receive from that space is cold. The energy that we receive on that space is dry. The energy that we receive on that space is wet. The energy that we receive on that space is about separation. The energy that we receive on that space is about holding on to things. And that's why we call the days the names that we call, because, oh, in that day, things are like that. Let's call it this. Okay? So, today is Jupiter Day in Aries. It means that we are facing, or the sun is showing us as well, it's both, it's an interaction, to the space, we are looking, we are interacting more to the space where the body, the star that we call Jupiter was born out of. Okay? And you always carry traits out of your mother, your household, and your neighborhood. So, in a specific lifetime, because you have to think about this, you are a spirit in a body. So, what we call Jupiter is a body that was created by a group of spirits as well. So, when we say and so those spirits created Jupiter in a specific locations, and the body Jupiter carries certain traits from that location. So that's why we can know how Jupiter is like, and we can describe their energies and create whole textbooks about it, and even religion and shit like that, right? Because that's what we do as spirits as well. It's very natural for us. But it means that we are facing, seeing, responding, feeling, receiving more Jupiter energy, expansion, dreams, illusions, the wanting or needing to travel in order to experience more and different things, to expand your awareness and what you think it's possible or it's not possible to do. And that space right now, we are seeing that through Aries cardinal fire, because the body of Jupiter is right now in the first house, okay, very far away from when it was born, which was the 9th house, but it's a trine, so it's okay, right? Because Jupiter rules Sag and Pisces. In the 12th house, it was when the group of spirits got attracted to the main spirit of Jupiter and they started working together. On the 9th house, the body was already completed and it was expressed and it started existing. So just like the Son, Jesus, was born out of Mary, Virgin Mary, the Virgin, Virgo. In Portuguese, the sign Virgo is Virgem, Virgin. It's exactly the same word, and which is the 6th house, and then it is ruled by Leo, or it is born in like Leo in the 5th house, the Sun, right? The Son of Mary, the Son of the 6th house, the Sun, literally, bro. It's the same word, but let's go. Jupiter in Aries, right? So we are going to gain access to Jupiter energy if we do or feel or see new ways, new feelings, new creativities, and new ways to express and fulfill our desires. But we are looking at that through Virgo. So today we have to, or we're going to see more detail, or we want to pay attention to detail, but that's not how we are expanding. If you want to expand, you actually can't really pay too much attention to detail, otherwise you will blockade your own self-expression. So you gotta know that, because you might miss opportunities because you were looking too much at the details and you didn't express, you didn't go for it, okay? But if you don't know that, you will hold back yourself, or with your expressions and actions, you will try to hold back somebody else, so you will miss and you will influence others to miss opportunities of expansion, okay? And that's just one example, all right? And then that changes for every single day. So let's go. Tomorrow, Venus Day, right? And Venus is in Leo, so we're going to relate, love, and enjoy things that are unique, individual, that makes us feel unique and individual, that we can fixate our feelings, emotions, and creativity to make us feel excited, loved, and kind of spiritual, or kind of in the vibe, right? But the Sun is in Virgo, so our actions might be retracted, so we don't really express our love, so we also don't receive love or attention, right? So if you don't know that, because the Sun is in Virgo, your actions might not align well with Venus in Leo, and then you might not receive or express the attention and love that you have to in order to manifest or get along with your relationship or whatever, right? Then we have Saturday, the day after tomorrow, right? Saturday being in Aquarius and the sun is in Virgo. So here we have a misunderstanding. So the sun is in Virgo, both sun in Virgo and the Saturn in Aquarius are about building, structuring, building something that will last long. But why they do it, it's different. Saturn in Aquarius wants to do that in a unique and individual way. Virgo wants to do that in a stable and safe way. So your actions and your visions might trick you or trick the people around you into believing that either you want to build like Saturn in Aquarius and they want to build in Virgo likewise, or vice versa. And that might lead into misunderstandings. But now you know that, so you can focus on just building itself. You know? Then the sun, Sunday, it's in Virgo, so that's why it's the first day of the week, the first day of the moon quarter, where people have service, religious service, and they celebrate and they eat the flesh and the blood, because we don't have to filtrate anything, we don't have to mentally calculate anything, we are directly connected to the sun, okay? So we don't need to adapt our visions, actions and expressions to whatever space we are being directly or directed to, okay? So it's more free, it's more individual, you can learn a bit more about the own. If you don't have a Virgo sun, on Sundays during Virgo season you can learn more how it is to be a Virgo, or if you have like me, North Node in Virgo, Sunday is a great day for me to take action into that space, because it will be easier for me to see clearly, to feel like rewarded or happy or light about my North Node, for an example. You see, I'm already learning from applying this knowledge. Okay? Then Virgo, Sun, then Moon Day. Moon Day with the question mark, because the moon moves very fast. So whatever sign the moon is in, you know that it will influence your actions and your views. You might have this certain view, but your feelings don't coincide, or you want to express a certain thing, but you feel weird about it. That is because on Moon Day, you might be super reactive to whatever sign the moon is in. Then we have Virgo Sun, and whenever is Mars Day, true, for the ones that don't know, Moon Day is Moon Day, Mars Day, it's Tuesday, Mercury Day, it's Wednesday, Jupiter Day, it's Thursday, Jupiter word in Norse mythology. Venus Day, it's Friday, Frida Day, Northern mythology word for Venus. Then on Saturn Day, it's Saturn Day, and on Sunday, it's Sunday, right? The day of the Sun, the day of Saturn, the day of Venus, the day of Jupiter, Mercury, Mars, and the Moon. Then with Mars in Gemini, and my focal point that I kind of miss out on saying is, once you finish watching this video and doing this for yourself, now you know what to expect. You know that on Tuesdays, you and everybody is learning how to see and act on their passions in a lighter yet responsible way. So you know, you have your plans, you might be imagining and thinking about the future, like my Aquarius and microphone head S does, thinking about the future, and I'm trying to calculate, okay, tomorrow it's Mars Day, I want to work on my passions, motivations, and I start to feel what it will like to be. Okay, I know why. And then when I'm actually doing it, and if I feel scattered or I don't feel motivated, I know, okay, I need to learn how to make me more serious about this, because I might be taking my passions too light, and then I keep myself on track. And I know that this is already what's going on. Since or until the sun is in Virgo, and while Sun in Virgo and Mars in Gemini, you already have this plan out, and that helps your spirit feel safer, lighter, and faster in organizing itself through the moon quarter. And lastly but not least, Mercury right now is in Virgo, but it is on the last degrees of Virgo. So the next Mercury day that we will experience will be already in Libra. So Mercury day in Libra, we are thinking and communicating in new, fresher, more sophisticated and lighter ways. And the Sun is in Virgo, so that's a fatal attraction. So we want to see and pay attention to things that are responsible, structured and detailed, but we also want it to be, when it comes to communication and when it comes to the ideas that involve that organization and action, we want it to be light, fresh, new and sophisticated. So you already know why, if you are doing things or if you are communicating things in an old way on Mercury day in Libra, people might not pay too much attention to you. People might not receive you so well. People might not agree with your ideas. And then somebody's just relatable ass gets all the attention and you might be like, what the hell? Or feeling weird ways if you are a Virgo indeed. Because if you have a Virgo Sun, you want attention, like Leo, but sometimes you struggle on getting it, and then it's weird for you. But yeah, that's everything for today's video, guys. How to organize yourself, knowing that the Sun is in a specific sign, and through the whole quarter, except Moon Day, you can expect, plan, and calculate the interaction between ours and yours actions, expressions, and visions with all the other desires that we experienced in the Moon quarter. And then, like I said, just to conclude, you have to use your own Sun sign to filtrate through this Virgo, in this case, Sun sign. So you have your Sun, your Sun, right? I hope you guys can see this over here. If you can see, I'm just drawing a Sun with a U on it. And then you have to go to here. You have to go to here first. And then from here, you can be aware and act and express those things. Okay? So imagine me. I have the Sun in Aquarius, right? So when I go, and today's Jupiter day in Aries, when I go express my individuality and my new ways to feel and act, right? I might get stuck on details, or somebody might express some limitations to me, but because I have an Aquarius Sun, I might rebel on it, or I might not give a fuck about it, or I might detach from it. And actually, that expression from the person, let's say I'm doing a conversation, I'm doing a reading, I'm live on Twitch, or I'm doing a personal consultation, and I'm talking about how you can expand yourself by just being crazy. Just an example. That's not what I say when I'm doing the conversations, but sometimes I do. It depends, right? But it's not. But you have to go out there and express yourself, even if you ratchet. That's how you can travel to a new spiritual place. But then they be like, yeah, but I need to be more presentable. I need to look more realistic. And they be like, no, you need to rebel. And I'm like, okay, no, I'm giving a wrong example because I'm talking about me. So hold on, okay, so maybe you don't need to rebel against those limits and boundaries. You need to be adaptable and mutable while you are expressing your new feelings and visions. So because I knew that I'm seeing the Virgo Sun through my Sun, and then I see Jupiter day in Aries via Virgo Sun. So I know that sometimes my own vision, especially because it's Aquarius, my own visions and my own fixed mind can influence the Virgo Sun. But if you have like a Pisces Sun, the Virgo Sun can influence you more and limit your belief in all possibilities. You know, you might feel too heavy. But that's just some examples. What I want to focus before we finish the video is the feeling of structure, mutability. It's like staying ready so you don't need to get ready type of feeling and way to be. It's not just about feelings. You can really use this to make your week more fluid yet serious and organized, aka Virgo. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys been enjoying the videos, and remember to support the channel, to support yourself, and I see you next time. EsotericCloudSurfer, surfing out. Shout out to Mistária, do the SoulGroup.